What is going on, everybody? I hope everybody is having a fantastic week. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Black Upino the Apple Guy, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the best accessories that you can get to maximize the potential of your GoPro Hero 9. Now, I've had the 9 for just over 2 weeks, and I've played around with it. I love the ability to do 5K at 24 and 30 frames a second, and I love the automatic horizon lock, which you don't get on the 7 or get it on the 8. Despite what most people will tell you that you can get it, you can only do the auto horizon on the 8 if you use the app. On the 9, it's just simply a function that you can go into and actually set it to do that. So I won't go too much into that, but I love the 9, and pretty much all the accessories that I have used for my previous GoPros I still use with this GoPro. Now I'll have a link in the description on the unboxing of this, because one of the accessories I'm going to be talking about is something that you get with the Hero 9. So let's jump into it. Now the first accessory that I'm going to advise, or should I say the first accessory that I'm going to be talking about, is the battery. Obviously the battery should be the first thing that you should get when getting a GoPro. Even the micro SD card, that should be secondary compared to the battery, because one, if you can't get a battery, it doesn't matter if you don't have it. It doesn't matter if you have a good micro SD card or not. The battery life on these, depending on how you shoot it and in what resolution, can drain pretty fast. So it's always a good rule of thumb to have at least one extra battery. And that is where this comes in. This is the Hero 9 battery and battery charger. Now, not to be confused with other GoPro Hero batteries, as with this battery, unfortunately, this does not work with any other GoPro battery. So say you have the 7 or the 8 or any of the previous versions, those batteries will not work in this charger, and those batteries will not work in the 9, as the 9 is a much wider GoPro, so the batteries that you would get for the 7 and the 8 just will not fit in the 9, and you need all that battery life when you're shooting in a much higher frame rate. As I mentioned before, I love shooting on my videos at 4K, but now that the GoPro Hero 9 is out, I can actually shoot at a much higher frame rate and then just render it down to 4K or any other resolution that I want to put it in. But definitely the battery pack is the first thing you want to get, and these are normally around, I believe, $50 is what you can get these for. But if you are a GoPro subscriber such as myself, then you can get 30% off of any GoPro accessory that you buy in the GoPro store. But this only works on the GoPro store. Can't get something, you can't get it like your local retailers, whether it's Walmart, Target, Best Buy, whoever. This is strictly for GoPro stores only, online, and you have to be a subscriber on the GoPro website. So basically what does that mean is that they have kind of like their own warranty kind of subscription. They call it the GoPro Plus, and basically what that does is it allows you to buy accessories from GoPro at a significant discount, as long as you pay either per month or per year. I pay, I believe, $5 a month via my iTunes app, and what that also gives me is unlimited cloud storage. So anytime I'm using my GoPro and I'm using my app and I'm controlling my GoPro through my app, any videos that I store, I can either auto-upload those to the cloud, and again, whether I'm shooting it in 5K or 4K, whatever resolution, it's unlimited cloud storage. Or if I just take my GoPro, connect it to my Wi-Fi, and then manage my auto Wi-Fi up that way, then it automatically uploads to the cloud. So that is one of the abilities that you can do if you are a GoPro subscriber. Otherwise, if you're not, then it's just basically whatever the regular price is for the GoPro. So again, these run about $50, $60, but you can get them for 30% off if you are a GoPro subscriber. And it charges via USB-C, so you basically just USB-C into this and into your computer, and you get a quick charge. It usually takes about, depending on how depleted it is, about maybe an hour, hour and a half, depending on how much you are recording and what resolution you're recording in. But the battery is definitely the first thing that you should get when buying a GoPro. Next up, I would say, is the suction mount. This thing is amazing. How this works is it takes this piece right here and you just suction mount it to pretty much any flat surface that you want, whether it's metal, wood, plastic, or whatever. It actually has a lot of cool advantages. If you're not familiar with my channel, most of the comparisons that I do, or if you see me doing time warps on my GoPro, it is because I have my GoPro mounted to this, and then this piece right there just clips and that sticks into place, and I can either angle the GoPro this way, and then I can lay it flat like that, and then just simply just that way, or I can take, again, with the frame piece right here, simply twist that, and then I can angle that any way I want. Actually pretty helpful if you want to do like any type of night lapse or any time of time lapse. If you want to connect it to like stick it to your like hotel window, if you want to do something like that, or if you want to do it from a car point of view, you could just mount this on the hood, or if you're doing a vlog in your car, you can simply just, again, on your windshield, just simply just angle this out, and then that's pretty much all you have to do. Most of my videos that I am filming with, if I have my GoPro, I will always have it suction mounted to the windshield of my car. So if you've watched some of my previous GoPro videos, that is what I am using when I have my GoPro. I don't have it like on a tripod or anything like stuck in a corner. It's literally just this mounted this way, and then again I just simply just suction mount it up and then angle this, and then since it's got such a wide angle when I'm doing my YouTube vloggings, it just works perfectly. So this again runs I think around 40 bucks, but again, if you are a GoPro subscriber, 30% off. Whatever the normal price is of these, it is actually 30% less than that. So I'll have a link in the description for all of the accessories that I will be talking about in this video. So next up after that is a tripod. Now, why would you want to use a tripod for a GoPro? Well, there's many reasons, especially if you're using it as your main vlogging camera. You don't have a camera, a DSLR, mirrorless camera, and you're using it as your main camera. You can simply buy what is known as a tripod pack. As you can see, this is a tripod pack. Comes with 2 screw hole mounts here. Basically just take this, screw it in, then take your GoPro. Again, depending on your tripod, I have a Manfrotto, have a little red dot here. It's basically a lever. You just press that, and I can angle this any way I want. So in essence, you could basically turn your GoPro into a vlogging camera, as you can see, and with it having stabilization, you can simply just hold it, or if you're doing any type of live view, so basically you can turn your GoPro into a webcam, you can do live video with it, simply just mount it onto your desk, simply just have it angled any way you want, and whether you're using Facebook, or if you're using it for Twitch streaming, or for YouTube videos, and you're doing a live video, then you can simply just have this as a tabletop stand with this tripod mount, and then there you go. That's pretty cool. I have not used this scenario just quite yet, but I will be eventually. It's really cool in terms of just if I wanted to do any type of video recordings on my desk and don't feel like wanting to use my Panasonic, I can just simply just mount this on my tabletop, then just set it down, and then just angle it, and then I can just use the app on my phone to basically control the aspects of the camera to whatever I see fit. Next up is going to be a good micro SD card. Now, there are a lot of micro SD cards out there. You have SanDisk, you have Samsung, you have Transcendent, there's a Transcendent, one of the two, but there's a lot of good micro SD cards out there. I recommend the SanDisk because I've never had issues with SanDisk, but I usually recommend the red and gold ones. These are going to be what's known as the Extreme Plus. There's also the Extreme Pro, which is a little bit more expensive, but when you're shooting high quality videos, such as in high resolutions, such as 4K, or in this case 5K, you really want a micro SD card that gives you the ability to get that crisp, good video footage, whereas with the other SD cards, you get most that just are ability to do HD. This one gives you better video quality in terms of shooting everything in either 4K or 5K, depending on which GoPro you have. But I recommend getting the micro SD cards, if the SanDisk in the red and the gold, or if you want to go up a little more, do the Extreme Pro. It's all about read and write speeds when you're transferring data from an SD card to your computer or vice versa. So I highly recommend getting a good micro SD card. I'm going to recommend the Extreme Plus or the Extreme Pro, and again I'll have a link in the description below for most of the accessories that I have. This one you can have pretty much get them at Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, pretty much everywhere. And last but not least, the carrying case. So if you buy a GoPro Hero 9, unlike the previous versions how they came, where it just came in a plastic container and then you would just simply just go and buy a case for that on Amazon or wherever, this one comes with a case. As you can see, that's the case right there. The only issue I probably have with this is it doesn't have like separating compartments, but you can get cases on the GoPro website, and again, before mentioned, you get 30% off of that if you are a GoPro subscriber. So you can get one similar to this. It's a hard top, as opposed to this one. It's kind of more like it's a hard top, but not the same as the one they have on GoPro. It does have compartments that you can kind of divide and put your GoPros in. This one does have a little mesh grill that you can still store stuff like cards and battery backups and your cords for charging your GoPro. So that is another accessory again, but if you buy the 9, just something that you automatically get with this. And I have an additional accessory that I think that everyone who owns a GoPro should own. I did a review on it a couple of years ago. It is called the Gopro Seeker. This here is known as the Gopro Seeker. Now this is basically a backpack designed by GoPro to use with GoPro products. And I did a review on it, and I have a link in the description on that video, so I won't go too much into every detail of the backpack. Needless to say that this is definitely an accessory that you might want to consider, as you can store pretty much all of your GoPro gear in this. It's a very useful tool. I'll just demonstrate one of the reasons why I love this backpack and why I think that it's something you should consider getting, is that it has a shoulder strap. You simply just take your GoPro, slide it in. When you hear it click, you simply just take your GoPro and adjust it, and then once you put on the GoPro, or if you already got it on, you just simply just adjust it, and it takes great smooth video. If you have, like, say, the GoPro Hero 8 or if you have the 8 or the 7, as we have the 6 or the 5, they don't have hyper smooth, so you do get a lot of shaky footage. But with the 7, 8, and 9, strapping this on, if you want to do any type of hiking, or if you're doing like some motor scootering or parasailing or just whatever you're doing when you're being active, this is one of the features that I love about the GoPro, is that you have the ability to just simply just add this to that. And this normally runs, I think, about $150, but again, if you are a GoPro subscriber, you get 30% off of whatever the actual price is of the GoPro. And I will have a link in the description on this if you are not a subscriber, on where you can get these. They are still relatively, I wouldn't say expensive, but they aren't cheap. Like I said, I think they're around 150 bucks. It might be a little less than that, but usually I've actually caught them when they're on sale at Best Buy for about 120 bucks. But again, if you're a GoPro subscriber, then you get 30% off of GoPro accessories. And that is everything that I have. So again, if this is your first time to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, that way you don't miss content when I drop it. And stay tuned for my next video, as I will be doing a review of the Hero 9, a full review of the Hero 9. And one more thing as well, is I am thankful and grateful for all my subscribers. You guys have been just really grinding on my channel. I am now 2 subscribers away, just 2 subscribers away from reaching my 500 subscriber goal. Actually, when I was looking at my analytics, I really wasn't even going to reach that until actually around the beginning of January. The fact that I'm actually 2 months into that, or 2 months ahead of schedule on that, is just amazing. So again, I am doing a giveaway at 500 subscribers, and with the Hero 9 out, the 8 and the 7 are looking pretty good right now, so I might do a giveaway of a GoPro Hero 8, or I might be doing one of a decent camera, nothing too super expensive. I might do a point and shoot Sony or a Canon, just really depends, I'm not really sure yet. But I am 2 subscribers away from that, and I want to thank everybody else who has stuck with me on my channel. And again, I want to thank you all, and stay tuned for my video review of the Hero 9, and I'll have a link in the description for my GoPro playlist. These are just videos that I've done in the past with some comparisons between all the other GoPros that I've had, and some accessories that I've talked about in the past on that. So again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and have a great week.